Hey guys, my name is Jean, and sometimes in my free time, I paint. Alright, let's get this video set. Sorry, the quality is going to be a little bit low today. My regular video recording equipment is being fixed, hopefully. We'll see. But I'm still making a video for this week, as promised. And so this week's video is being recorded on my iPhone. Gotta love technology. And it's coming to you from my living room couch. Woo! This is the living room, the TV, the lamp, and that's the Jean. Alright, so last week I mentioned that there was some big news coming, and it's all still on schedule and being pushed forward, so everything's on track, and I'm really excited. I can't say anything yet, but this week's book and music combination was chosen specifically because the person who submitted it, the book they submitted, is sort of almost a hint at what's coming. So I'm not going to say anything more, but without further ado, let's go to the week's pairing suggestion. Transition. So, this week's music suggestion was really hard for me to find. It was super weird and random, and I almost wanted to save it for whenever I do my like hipster, oh that's so mainstream video. But yeah, so a musician, a rock musician named Johnny Otis, and I finally found an album that had Johnny Otis on it. It's actually a French album called Testament du Rock, and Johnny Otis, as you can tell, is the second name on there. And the song specifically that was recommended to us by Twitter user Yvette Dupont were the songs Loop de Loop and Telephone Baby. So it's interesting. It's sort of a classic rock, like proto rock, not classic hair metal rock, but classic proto rock kind of Beach Boysy type music, which was interesting and good, and I enjoyed it. Definitely check it out if that's your thing. The book that she recommended to go with it, I was surprised to see with this music, and it was an interesting experience reading this while listening to Testament du Rock. But the book that we got was Saint Melissa the Modeled by Edward Gorey. And if you don't know Edward Gorey, you need to stop right now, go reevaluate your life, because Edward Gorey is amazing. He was a brilliant writer. He worked on children's books and books that I would argue are actually meant for adults. But his most famous, or at least most well-known, I guess, not most awarded, I think, though, children's book was The Ghastly Crumb Tinies. And The Ghastly Crumb Tinies basically tells you the story of how all of these kids, it's based off of this old convention of books being like, A is for Adam, B is for Beatrice, blah, 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 blah. And it would be like, A is for Adam, who had a big horse. B is for Beatrice, who ate sugar, of course, or something like that. So they would always rhyme, kind of pre-Seussian, but then they also would be like going through the alphabet. So the Ghastly Crumb Tinies goes through the alphabet, but it's like A is for Alice, who fell down the stairs. B is for Bertrand, who, I don't know, whatever rhymes with stairs. But anyway, it's each time the child is dying in some way, and it's wonderfully funny, morbidly funny. It's so well done, it's tastefully done. Definitely check it out if you are into that kind of stuff. And if you're not, why are you watching these videos? But yes, so Edward Gorey, that is the hint for what's coming in a few weeks. So be on the lookout, because I think either next week or the week after, I'm actually going to be posting the teaser video. Alright, so last week we asked who would win, a vampire werewolf zombie or a zombie werewolf vampire. And I think that we had kind of decided that the the question was, if you were a vampire and then you were turned into a zombie and then you gained vampiric power versus the other way around, which would be stronger? Like, you're inherently one thing, but then you sort of get things added on. And I had no response at all. And we actually have an informal poll going on right now, so go check it out. It's over on the website, and I'm going to see if I can link it into the YouTube video. Anyway, but one of our best answers came from Facebook user Marshall Walker. Marshall said that a zombie werewolf vampire would be inherently weaker than any of the others because it started out as a human that was simply a raised corpse and is brainless, so it has less cogent thought, and then it isn't used to being sparkly yet. And so, because vampire is the last thing it gained, it would have no control over its sparkles, and so it would just self-destruct in a glitter explosion, basically, was what Marshall said in his message. So, thank you, Marshall. I'm going to call that the best answer. And if you want to see any more of them, just check out the comments, either on the last video or on our Facebook page, on our Twitter feed, Instagram, you know the drill, the whole social media list. Finally, our morbid question for this upcoming week is a great one. It comes from Tumblr user I Break for Cats. And I Break for Cats asked us, what is your best recipe to prepare human? So, what's your recipe for preparing human? Let us know. We'll be back next week, hopefully with better video quality. Thank you guys. Have a good one. And don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, tweet, retweet, Insta tweets, whatever the things are called. Find us on social media, follow us on social media, and be on the lookout next week or the week after for that special announcement. Right, later guys.